Sai godiya. Ba ku shake fa nan. Ka shake fa nan. To kuna mana. It's not internet, but page on internet. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's an issue. My fault. Yes. También mani rumano. Sí, mejor. Por eso. yanzu wancan output shi na mic din shi na speaker sen shi ne.
Deputy Vice Chancellor Usman Danfodio University, Research, Innovation and Development Professor Yusuf Sabi. Director MIS, Usman Danfodio University. Professor A.I. Garba, HOD Mathematics, Usman Danfodio University. I now call on lead judges who are here to give us final judgment for this upcoming competition, which include Dr. Abokar Roko, Amin Mohammed Boy, Dr. Ibrahim. The Vice Chancellor, sir, heavily represented, members of the high table, participants, invited guests, students, gentlemen of the press, good morning. You are all welcome to this grand final of the ICT Software Development Competition, which has been on for quite some time, but the final episode is coming off this auditorium today. Before we proceed, I would like to call for an opening prayer from Alhamdulillah, thank you very much. Our next item on the agenda is National Anthem. I don't know, maybe we'll sing it by ourselves. So can we rise for the National Anthem, please? After the count of 3, we go on. 1, 2, 3. As I've told you earlier, we are here to witness the final episode of software development competition here in the auditorium of Usman Danfodio University. Having heard the national anthem and the opening prayer, I will now quickly go to the next item, which is welcome address by Vice Chancellor Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, ably represented by Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Development, Professor Yusuf Said, the professor.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa sallim taslima. The chairman of today's occasion, the Director General, Mr. Kashifu Inua Abdullahi, ably presented by Dr. Babangida Abdullahi Kilo, Head Corporate Relations, National Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics, subsidiary of our special guest of honor and guest speaker, or keynote speaker rather, Dr. Nasiru Abubakar Dania, the Director General ICT Sokoto State, the Director School of Medical Lab Science of the University, Director ICT of the University, other deans, directors of the universities present here, the head of department of mathematics, and other head of departments here present, the judges, participants, invited guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This program is a special one to the Vice Chancellor of this university, Professor Lawal Suleiman Idris, because he personally conceived the idea of this competition and he sold the idea to some of us that are close to him, myself, the Director ICT, and some members of the judges here present. And we bought the idea from him because we felt it was a novel one, and in view of that, the committee was actually constituted. It is on the basis of that that he would have loved to be personally present here today to present the welcome address and participate fully in this program. But because of some other engagements that he has to be personally present at today as well, he decided to send me to represent him at this function. He has also sent in a speech, and I will just go through the speech as sent. The speech is as follows. It gives me a great pleasure to participate in this grand finale of the Usman Danfodio University Sokoto Web/Mobile App Software Development Competition. It is my singular honor and privilege to welcome all our invited guests and participants to the university, and in particular to this event. I'm particularly pleased that this significant event has been conceptualized and successfully hosted by the university as part of the university's contribution to the development of the modern IT world, and by extension, the development of talents of our young men and women, as well as the development of the economy. It is worth mentioning that since we are moving into the new era of information, mobile apps, and post-pandemic life, our reliance on software continues to increase. To succeed in such a technological world, businesses need to invest in software development. Software development is not just about a mobile application or a website, but much more than that. One of the biggest breakthroughs of software development in the recent times is the development of social media apps such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. No doubt, social media today has become an integral part of human life. This is a form of electronic communication which allows and facilitates interactions among people. Social network sites such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube have made tremendous successes in connecting the entire world together and have enabled users to be able to share and exchange content, views, feelings, experiences, advices, among many other things. In view of these benefits, governments and people have continued to use these platforms. The platforms, however, have kept the right to regulate what is posted or shared on the platforms, without minding the socio-political and economic implications. It is in the exercise of this regulation that on 5th of June 2021, Twitter deleted tweets made by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari. In response to the Nigerian government the Nigerian government officially banned the operations of Twitter in the country. The action of Nigerian government may also be related to its effort to redress series of problems with the social media platform in Nigeria, where misinformation and fake news spreading through it have had real-world violent consequences. The government cited the persistent use of the platform for activities that are capable of undermining its corporate existence as one of the reasons for the ban. Other direct consequences of some of these platforms include: 1, false dissemination of information; 2, posts are usually mixed up and huge, making it difficult for any person or organization to filter out a set of related posts and use them for analysis or decision making. 3, organizations or people have no control over foreign social media platforms. Each of these networks can be shut down without notifying its user. It is still fresh in our minds what happened in October 2021 when Facebook shut down its services for I think about 24 hours or so without informing its users. Consequently, in response to these challenges, the university sought for the development of social media apps that will be indigenous to Nigeria, developed by our young men and women, that will allow sharing of views, feelings, experiences, and advices. To this end, therefore, the university constituted a 9-man committee that threw this challenge to the committee. The committee was tasked with the challenge of organizing a competition tagged UDUS IT Compete, aimed at developing indigenous, innovative social media applications that will serve as alternatives to some of the foreign social media platforms in Nigeria. Through this event, the university intends to harness the talents within its community to develop applications that will allow for comprehensive social networking and content sharing among users. This event also aims to encourage or motivate the students to go in for software development, as software developers are in high demands all over the world. The competition consisted of 4 stages. 1, submission of proposals. The first stage of competition involved the advertisement through which interested students were requested to register their intents and submit their proposals. The proposals were screened using the guidelines developed by the committee, and successful proposals were released and communicated to the students. More than 50 proposals were received and 16 scaled through the screening process. 2, oral presentation of the proposal. At this stage, successful screened competitors were invited to present their proposal orally. The committee used the opportunity to make input for improvement of the submission and further clarification in order to determine the feasibility of the project. At this stage, 9 proposals were deemed feasible. 3, presentation of software and selection of winners. Here, participants presented their software before the committee, and the committee determined the best 3 softwares based on a set of guidelines which included novelty of code, scalability, the type of technologies used to develop the software, among many other criteria. 4, grand finale. This is the final stage of the competition, where the winners will be presented with awards. Accordingly, 3 teams will be presented with awards today. On behalf of the university community, I wish to most sincerely congratulate the participants for their roles in the event and commend the organizers for its success. It is important to state at this point that those whose apps could not get to this final stage should note that it may not be necessary because they are not viable. I will therefore employ them to look at their apps again against the observations of the judges and improve on them. I also wish to mention that for those whose work are considered viable, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Research, Innovation and Development will be directed to work with them for possible patenting of their work. We look forward to fruitful and productive outcomes. I wish to use this opportunity once again to welcome all of us to Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, especially our guests. The role of NIDA in the whole exercise cannot be overemphasized. We wish to specifically thank the Director General for his thoughtfulness in this regard. It will interest us to note that the Director General of NIDA personally sent a member of his team to represent NIDA in the committee. So the committee that actually screened these applications is well represented. NIDA is well represented in that committee. We want to most sincerely thank the NIDA Chief Executive. Thank you for listening, and God bless all.
Thank you, the representative of Vice Chancellor of Usman Danfodio University, Professor Yusuf Said. Our next item is remarks by Chairman, who is ably represented by Dr. Babangida Gilu. Dr. Babangida.
Chief Host, Vice Chancellor of Usman University, Professor Lawal Suleiman, Host, DPC Research, Innovation and Development, Prof. Yusuf Said, Keynote Speaker, Dr. Nasser Abubakar Dania, GICT, Sokoto State, Chairman Committee, Organizing Committee for this competition, Abubakar Oko, and other able members on the high table. Good morning. My DG would like to personally be here due to the short notice of the invitation that was extended to him and other exigencies of his. And he asked me to step in his place. Permit me to stand and continue on the protocols. I will read this message as follows. May peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you all. It is a great pleasure and privilege, honor to be here with you today as chairman of the occasion grand finale of UDUS IT competition for students of Usman University, Sokoto, here in Sokoto State, Nigeria. I would like to express my appreciation by saying thank you to the management of Usman University, Sokoto, for their invitation to serve as chairman of this great occasion. My profound appreciation for acknowledging and informing you that numerous activities being carried out at this university have no doubt for conversations looking towards not only maximizing our social economic opportunities for people, but also creates a platform for preparing for the tech-driven future towards national development. It is quite apt and timely considering the increasing need for stakeholders within the ecosystem to discuss ways to better harness the vast opportunities by the ICT. Our current realities point to the fact that the future of the world economy is digital. And IT in particular became one of the most talked about areas by most of the people in our society. IT is a wide-ranging tool that is broadly transforming every walk of life. It enables us to rethink how we integrate information, analyze data, and use the resulting insights to improve decision making. We must therefore ensure that we get the most out of IT while still protecting important human rights. The World Economic Forum predicts that 60% of global GDP will be digitized by this year, and that over the next decade, digital platforms will be used to create close to 70% of the value. The digital economy is expanding across the globe, although at an uneven pace across different countries. And as a result, this necessitates the urgent need to develop a digital Nigeria and fully participate in the global digital economy. In view of this, His Excellency, the President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, had granted approval to develop and implement the National Digital Economy Policy and Strategy, NTEPS, under the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, spearheaded by the Honorable Minister, Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Patai, FNCS, FDCS, FII. The NDES was launched on the 28th of November 2019 and anchored on 8 pillars, namely digital regulation, developmental regulation, digital literacy and skills, digital services, service infrastructure, solid infrastructure, soft infrastructure, and indigenous content promotion and promotion. These pillars align well with the Nigerian Economic Sustainability Plan, NESP, of the federal government, and also address the key areas of Mr. President, namely economic development and interaction and security. It is noteworthy that the launch of NGOs has set Nigeria on an irreversible trend to become a digital economy. The NGOs further provided an enabling policy to proactively galvanize early entrants in making Nigeria a digital economy. This is evident from the impressive growth and the contribution of ICT sector to our nation. In the last quarter of 2014 alone, ICT sector was 70%. And infrastructure was the fastest growing sector. This left align well with and the only sector as well. It is at the aspects IT regulated in Nigeria, the National Information Technology Agency recently unveiled its strategic roadmap and action plan for 2021-2024. This roadmap and action plan will essentially help the agency to evolve more flexible and remain on top of the curve in guiding the entire IT sector and the fostering the execution of IT in other sectors. It is designed to accomplish the regulations and foster growth and development of the IT sector for a sustainable digital economy while creating jobs for opportunities. This RAP is anchored on 7 pillars as well, which include environmental regulation, digital transformation, promotion of indigenous content, cyber security, digital innovation and marketing technology. Mr. Anderson has come up with initiatives that are targeted at strengthening digital innovation and entrepreneurship. As part of this, we are working on funding framework to accelerate seed funding for digital innovation at all levels and provide an institutionalized funding for innovation enterprise or startups. Creation of access to public data for education and communication of technology innovation to support Nigerian entrepreneurs and ensure lower federal rates of startups. Creation of sustainable communication platform in government, startup ecosystem to drive trust for easier access to open data for innovation, which will serve as the one-stop shop to assist tech investors, and a program for the adoption of indigenous innovation for digital economy, incentivize and provide market access for innovation. Furthermore, in order to facilitate the adoption and application of data, NIDA recently launched the National Center for Artificial Intelligence and NCAI as a digital innovation and research center focused on artificial intelligence and other emerging technologies, aimed at transforming the Nigerian digital economy and creating a thriving ecosystem for innovation-driven entrepreneurship, job creation, using our SRAP initiative for implementation guidelines, NCAI targets the adoption of blockchain technology for stronger data. Development of a framework for adoption of digital services to improve adoption of emerging technologies in leading sectors of the economy. NCAI's focus areas include machine learning, blockchain, Internet of Things, intelligent robotics, extended reality, digital manufacturing and prototyping, training and capacity building, among others. I encourage the university community and other intellectuals alike to explore areas of collaboration with our NCAI as the official and the leading vehicle of government in this area of national. On this note, I want to personally thank the management and the staff of UDUS for their unrelenting determination in promoting ICT by initiating this IT competition with its students, among other initiatives, as contribution towards realization of the future aspirations. As we are all aware, competitions are usually organized to spark critical thinking, towards coming up with potential solutions for our perceived challenges or opportunities. I have no doubt that every participating teams in this competition is a winner because it takes huge courage. Because it takes huge courage for one to bring forth ideas. I pray that some of the ideas exhibited during this competition would become a mega tech company, just like or better than Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. With the hope that these teams will eventually represent Nigeria's global digital economy. Yes, you can, as long as believe in it, persevere. We as NIDA as well encourage the participating teams and the university community in general take advantage of various sponsored programs such as Education Challenge that we usually do every year, like 3 times in a year or twice in a year, where ideas like yours go through processes call for application very announced with print media and our social media. And we also have a program like GITEX, Golf Innovation Technology Exhibition, that usually takes place in Dubai. This is a kind of program that offers an opportunity to interact with startups like you that are from different countries, and also get to know what the trend is all about at the global level. And most especially, secure the funding from international insurance. Similar program is also being sponsored by NIDA to ITAF South Africa. Just last year alone, NIDA was able to sponsor 9 startups to Dubai for the GITEX event, and also sponsored 8 startups in South Africa for the IATF event. And this sponsorship was at no cost to participating startups. So I would like to close by saying that we also encourage more of this program to be organized to leverage the available opportunities offered by digital technologies to innovate and enhance our nation's competitiveness, and by extension, the growth, the economic growth, and the prosperity of our country, Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much, representative of DG India, Dr. Babangida Gilo. Thank you for a very comprehensive speech. Our next item on the agenda is keynote address by guest speaker, Dr. Nasiru Abubakar Dania, Director General, ICT Sokoto State. Dr. Abubakar Dania, you're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. The Chief Host, the Vice Chancellor, represented by Prof. The host, the chairman, participants, other members of the high table, the chairman kindly stand on the existing protocol. Thank you so much. I highly appreciate the university community for giving me this opportunity to speak as the keynote speaker of this very important program. And I think it's really necessary for me to clarify that what I intend to speak about will primarily focus on the participants rather than the members of the high table. And out of the participants, I'm specifically interested in communicating with my colleagues, the students. I'm currently not aware of the actual software applications chosen or selected or that one category of what's available. So I will be speaking generally on the whole concept of software development and also try to guide other students and other potential participants into the subsequent programs. What I think are the areas we need to focus on if you are actually trying to develop a software application that is viable, software that is accessible, software that is aimed at solving problems. I have actually itemized some points. Yeah, I don't know if this is it's actually a one-page presentation, one slide presentation that contains some background. Any way you can squeeze it so that we can see the.
That's the highest we can do.
Okay, I think I can go ahead and start talking on each segment.
Yes.
First of all, I'm going to speak about my experience as well as the areas I think we have gaps where our students should focus on. Generally, I believe there is no perfect education system all over it. I doubt very much if there's any perfect education system. So due to that imperfection, you find out most of the disciplines we study, they always have one gap or the other. No disrespect to any profession, any discipline, but when you now look at what we study in the sciences, if you are studying computer sciences, technology is faster than the law. If you are a lawyer, you're studying law, technology is faster. If you are studying chemistry or biology, there is always a gap of learning entrepreneurship. So I think generally this is a problem almost all disciplines are facing. So if we look at ourselves here, students of computer sciences, most of them are the ones that are developing these software applications. So there's this gap of entrepreneurial gap. Due to that gap, you find it difficult to sit down and design software applications that are really necessary. Software applications that the market needs, software applications that the society wants. Most of the time we focus on social media. If you look at the top 10 social media applications that have been downloaded, how many of them do you use to make money? How many of them do you use to make money? Most of the statistics I'm going to use are statistics driven from Google Tech statistics. I think in 2021, TikTok is the most downloaded application, about 1 billion downloads. How many of you could utilize TikTok to develop supplementary application that will be able to make money for you, your country. So I think this is where the first KYS comes. KYS simply means know yourselves. You can't start building a software application without knowing your own skills. Are your skills capable enough for you to be able to design or develop a software application for Google Play Store? Are your skills only skill set for you to develop applications for iOS? Are your skill sets just for Zambia? Are your skill sets just for other applications, some applications? So you need to know what your skills are. If you do not know your skills, there's no way you can develop a competent software application that will be viable. You can't just design a software application that you think is right for you. I believe there are a lot of people that participated in this competition, a lot of groups. But the selection committee decided to choose certain groups. Why? Because some groups decide to do what they think is right. If you are developing a software application, you can't just design what you think would be good for you. You need to look at the target. Who are your targets? So if you know yourselves, know your skills, know your capacity, some software applications to develop them require money, require finance, require technical capacity, require integration of IoT. I think I'm happy that this unit that is here that we represented. There are a lot of platforms they provide. I think under Minnesota, I think it's under the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. Under Dr. Collins, I think they've been doing quite a lot in supporting software. So you need to know what you require for you to be able to design certain software applications that you need. If you want to build an application for social network, the requirements and the skills are different from if you are developing a software application for financial services. Someone developing application for banks, there are different requirements than if you are designing an application to address insecurity. So you need to know your skills first. I think in doing that, I put a SWOT analysis there because it's a common, idea we use if we are teaching our students. So not only SWOT analysis, you can use Boston box, Maslow's hierarchy of need, your hierarchy window to be able to assess yourself. Without knowing your skills, there's no way you can progress in software. I think the second is you are developing this application who are your targets? Who are your targets? Are you targeting these applications? You develop the applications for you to target the local segment? Are you targeting the locality? Are you just writing the application for the university community? What done for the university requires or wants or needs to address maybe MIS challenges might be different from what Lagos State University wants. So you need to know, are you designing this software application for the local people? Are you designing it for Sokoto State government, Sokoto State society? Are you designing software application for the whole country? Are you providing maybe alternative to existing ones? You need to know this before you start writing application. Most of the time you see our students developing high quality apps, good graphics, good graphical user interface, but at the end of the day, the app will get less than 100 downloads in one. So these are the challenges whereby I saw an example of a Muslim developing a software application, the Christians decided that maybe something is wrong with that application. They went within 7 hours and reported that application to Google Play, and Google Play immediately withdrew that application because the number of people that downloaded the application, the number of people that reported the app supersedes the number of people that downloaded the app. So you need to know exactly where targets are. What are the advantages and the disadvantages of developing such a software application? In this kind of fragility in this country, you can't just decide to write an application that always criticizes religions. You write an application that always goes against Islam, an application that always goes against Christianity. You don't just sit down and write applications that having this tendency to cause unrest in the country. So you need to consider that when we move to when, timing is really essential. If you are developing a software application that you want NITDA or any other agency to use in the future, you need to consider that timing is really essential. Some applications are seasonal. Some applications stand there for a lifetime. Some applications have that attribute of OOO, So in that kind of situation, what do you do? There are some seasons. For example, during the COVID-19, a lot of opportunities came to people that develop virtual meeting applications. Look at the number of Zoom, the people that downloaded Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, Cisco WebEx. Look at this thing. So these people use that opportunity to innovate. In this country, I don't think there is any company, any startup, any software development professional that came up with strong alternative to Zoom. And we've been in this COVID for like two and something years. So these are the things you need to consider. Are you designing this software application for a long term or just to provide a short-term solution? So if you do not have this business or entrepreneurial mindset, you will not start thinking as a businessman. Don't just write a code as a software developer. Don't just come up with an application that has all these kind of technicalities. Address the core problems. Address what the people want. So it's really essential for you to consider that. When we go to how, if you scroll up, how are you going to develop this kind of software application? What are your action plans and implementables? This is a deadline competition. If you are designing software that has so much integration, so much capability, so much add-ons that require third-party integrations, maybe the timing is 6 months, and the window for this is 30 days. I'm happy that the chairman spoke about GITEX. The GITEX is an event, annual event in Dubai. I have been seeing it as sponsoring a lot of people. Thank you so much for doing that, because I saw a review from someone that is sponsored who has no background whatsoever about how to have contact, but leader selected him based on the quality of what that gentleman has. And he was able to represent his country, and I think he won a lot of money. And I think one of the guys that what is this crowdfunding company in Nigeria? They already invited him, and they need to integrate and incorporate it into what they do. So these are the kind of things you do. You need to time what you are doing. Give yourself an idea about how you are going to take action. If you are providing an application for virtual meeting, seize this opportunity before the COVID exits. When the COVID exits, the chances of you getting people to download such an application are going to be most likely. Is there any other thing at the bottom?
No.
Okay, when we go to the right side, I think that's the last segment. So, I think you changed the whole concept of this slide. Can you check? Yeah, keep moving left. Can you zoom in that segment of opportunities? Why not just grab this whole thing and just put it as a picture so that we can do whatever is there. Just find a way. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is I'm just giving you a very straightforward guide on the opportunities that are available in this country if you are developing a software application. The first one is the social segment. I mentioned social segment, I'm not referring to social media. Okay? In the whole of this country, apart from halal dating applications, I don't think we have anything that allows people to look for life partners. If you're looking for a wife, you have to start coming all the way from Lagos to Sokoto. There is no technological mechanism like an integrated app that people can use to look for partners. So this is a good example. Go and check halal dating app and see they do not even have a standalone, viable, highly sophisticated applications on Google Play and App Store. But look at the kind of interactions they get daily. It's a massive opportunity. I've been saying this time and time again for over 3 years now. There is no alternative to that halal dating app. And I'm sure if you develop such application in the northern part of the country alone, the possibility of you getting serious download and traffic are higher. So you should seriously focus on that area. It's not only in Nigeria. There are a lot of countries are having issues in getting the right applications to look for partners. Don't just go for rubbish ones that are for the relationship, legal, illegitimate. There are Muslim people, legitimate people that are looking for that life partners. I think you can go and do some research to find out the number. Then part of the productivity as a civil servant, I've noticed from the meetings I attend with my principal, the governor, there is no single applications that guides the governors to manage their own activities. So 3 years ago, I came up with a team with this iProtocol application. It's simply an application where a governor or his protocol officer will download for him to manage the activities of the government. No governor in the country has this application. There is no software in the country that is helping the governors to handle this. So if you try to go and visit the governor of Lagos State, you will start calling his protocol, he's calling his ADC, and it applies to the governor of Rivers, governor of Sokoto, governor of Kebbi. So this is a massive opportunity. And I guarantee you, if you do that, come to us or go to meet there, they will find a way to get you through, even if you cannot reach the government. So when you have a good quality product, put it in the Play Store or the App Store. I'm sure people will like it. So just borrow one idea from that and see. So this is a very clear example of what the politicians and the people want. On the religious segment, I think what most of us are using Muslim Pro app. It's the most popular app. For 5 years now, there is no viable alternative to Muslim Pro. It's the only application we use. I've been using that application for many years. If I set my location to Saudi Arabia, the moment that application sent me a notification that this is the time for Zohar prayer, within 1 second, there will be a call to prayer in Makkah or Medina. They are like perfect application, but there's no alternative. If you download it, you cannot get full facilities unless you pay for the pro version. So this is a good opportunity. And the developing this software application it doesn't take you much. If you liaise properly with your lecturers, I believe it's something you can come up with. The entertainment stuff, I have been working closely with a lot of entertainers from the Kannywood and the Nollywood in this country. This is according to some data available online. Nigerian, Kannywood, and Nollywood are a $1 billion industry. We're talking about 560 billion naira worth of industry as at last year. And people are even saying no. And out of that industry, if you now want to, I'm just talking about the Nollywood and Kannywood. If you go to the entertainment segment, if you now want to book the video, or you want to book Two-Face in India to come and perform here, there is no single application in the whole of this country. 200 million people, no application that you can book any celebrity anywhere in Nigeria. This is a massive opportunity. I said this time and time again. This is the 3rd year again. Please look at this opportunity. These are the kind of windows you need to explore. A lot of people are booking these celebrities. If you are booking Adam Zango now from Kaduna, there's no way. You have to go and reach out to contact. There is no centralized application that aggregates all the entertainers. You just select one and get the working. So you do your research and find out. And the SOS, okay, crowdfunding support, I call it e-begging. E-begging used to be a useless stuff, but now e-begging becomes a formal way of generating funds or making money. So if you are crowdfunding, you either have to do it your own way. For example, recently, 2 months ago, Davido, during his birthday, he announced to the world that he wants people to come and contribute to him. Celebrities started sending 1 million, 500,000 to 2 million. Before you know it, I think that guy generated about 200 million, right? So imagine, but it's not specific application in the country that will allow people just to go and beg. You think begging is begging, but for the sake of begging, I'm telling you, it's a massive opportunity. If you can come up with a very good app, e-beggar app, a lot of people here are e-beggars. So you get something. So it's not just about the begging, so just in every situation, just look for an opportunity. When I presented the paper, I think my colleague here at the top, Malada Alini, raise your hand. When you presented me and presented a paper, I think during one of the events, I spoke about unexplored areas and opportunities in Nigeria. Out of those areas, about 3 areas now, not 2 has been utilized. So please concentrate on these specifics. Don't just waste your time and develop software application. Do something that is viable. So the last segment, if you scroll up, so I now broke down into pieces. If you are looking to support applications that will help the country, the nation, Nigeria, people who will know you out of the 774 local governments, develop applications for health. I just noticed when I was doing my research yesterday that NIDA offered grants to some of the guys that present applications on health in Adamawa, right? Just like the other thing. So they notice a gap in producing a health application. So if you concentrate on that, look at the statistics. I'm a regular traveler. Anytime I'm leaving Nigeria, they will ask me to do COVID tests. This COVID test costs me between 40 to 50,000 naira anytime I'm traveling. This applies to all 12 years above Nigerians. I checked at the data released by Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority yesterday. They said in 2019, about 968,000 people travel outside the country. Okay, and about 1.2 million came inside the country. So if we say roughly 1 million naira, multiply that by that 50,000 naira, we'll come to about 8 billion in 1 year. There is no application in this country that you go to Google's Play Store download or App Store you download that will even just to tell you where are the centers that you can do your COVID test. Simple as this one. In Sokoto, we have 2 centers that you can do COVID. But there is no way you can identify this thing. So it's a massive opportunity. And industry was 160 billion. And nobody is doing anything. You guys should wake up and do something about it. And there are also gaps in what NIDA is doing itself. At the moment, I don't think NIDA has an application that is alternative to Zoom. If you see the amount of money Zoom is making, in Sokoto State, as the Director General ICT, the Sokoto State Governor, when the COVID strikes, he asked us to sponsor this application Zoom so that whoever is in Sokoto, public or private, that wants to do a meeting, should not come and host you. Because when you are hosting a meeting in Zoom, after 40 minutes, you pay. And we are paying money for this. If you look at the amount of money these people are making, we are still having a gap. So if you can come up with an alternative to Zoom and approach NIDA, I believe you stand a very good chance of making money. Then another segment is the education apps. We do not have a integrated virtual application app that will help that is addressing the education sector. Currently, none exists. It's a massive opportunity for you. And no alternative to social media applications. The ones we have for Twitter, you guys went and reported the same Nigerian that developed that app. So 0, we don't have anything now. So please check that. So the local ones, look at Usman Afodio University here. Look at the library. Is there any application that you use? Just borrow a book and return it. A software application where you put your student ID, identify how many books are there. If this software application does not exist, then there's either a problem with the library, their cataloging is not electronic, which is also an opportunity for you to go and catalog their, the hard copy of the books. So after that, then you now come and integrate the books into this. So this is a massive opportunity. Start from home. Look at, do you have any application
inside the student union government. Just to communicate with this, you just send ordinary text message. It is XCC present here. You don't have this simple application. You are trying to solve problem for someone in India. Welcome. I hope the applications you presented are the ones that are solving your local problems, not necessarily the ones that are addressing the external problems. Look at the application for those services. There are a lot of courses here. See that as an opportunity. University can change its regulations so that okay, all those services must register on so that students can be able to do courses in advance. Scholarship. I could vividly recall in 2013. Where is Manir? Manir is here. He was part of the team under the mentorship of my Oga here. They represented Smatafodi University in 2013 at the Software Practitioners Association of Nigeria, Institute of Software Practitioners, ISPON. They went to, I think, it's Calabar. Yeah, they went and presented 2 applications. One application is my locality. That application is meant to address the issues of scholarship, the issues of various segments where people can utilize database services. 2013, almost 12 years now, nothing has been done about that software application, and it's so viable. So I urge you, after this collecting the awards, follow up with your software applications. I don't know whether do you have any update about my locality? No. And these people, they went to Calabar. They want the 4th position for Usman Danfodi University. 4th position in 2013. So this university has capabilities. I was the one that supported. I did not coordinate, but I participated actively to ensure the team participated. They want 4th position. They're only beaten by university, I think, of Calabar and Covenant University that way. So you have huge potential. Maneri is here, learn from him. Let him bring out this my locality application so that you see how you can take it off from there. I think I should stop from here. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
That was Director General ICT Sokoto State, Dr. Nasiru Abubakar Dania. Please, can you give him another round of applause? Thank you, Doctor. Our next item on the agenda is presentation by some participants. How is the selection?
Chairman of the occasion, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Amin Muhammad Kui, representing the panel of judges of these UDUS mobile web app development competition. As earlier pointed out by the Vice Chancellor, this grant finale is a culmination process that has started sometimes ago. So also the judging process, it has started some time ago, and today some selected winners are going to be presenting their products here. A good number of submissions have been made, and those submissions went through 3 stages of selection. And today, 3 best are going to be presented. Out of these 3, we will know their positions after the presentations. I will invite them one after the other to present here in no particular order at this moment. After the presentations, we will know the positions. The contestants are actually in teams, and they were given the liberty to form a team of up to 5 persons. So we will see that some of the teams will be having more number of persons than others. But the maximum number of persons you will see per team is going to be 5. I will call on the first team to present the team that is called the software chasers. Software chasers.
Good morning, all. Have you ever encountered a problem during your studies or during your career whereby you needed support from someone where Google couldn't give you that support? Have you ever been programming where you get a problem whereby you start online, you don't see a solution? You need somebody that has experience, that has gone through that path to put you through. Our solution, just imagine having a collaborative community of experts in all fields that assist you in solving your problems at the tip of your tongue. Yes, your tongue is powerful. Our solution, our application in Curious. From the word questions and curiosity, Curious. A worldwide student community where students read books, watch videos, interact, and ask questions. It's an Android application. Our solution has a simple interface. It enables collaboration, no ambiguity, and it's fun to use. First of all, to set up your account, you have a place to log in, just like you see on the screen, and as well, you can create a new account. All you need is a valid email address. 2, the moment you log in, it takes you to the home screen. I'm going to go through the slides of how the application looks before we do the demo of the application itself. You have the home interface where you are able to post, and then anybody on that application is able to see your post and interact with your post. The red button that is up here enables you to post. You can create a story and you can add a post. A story is just like you have on WhatsApp. That's what makes it fun about education. On an application whereby you feel like you're playing a game or you're just on social media, whereas you're really learning. You post updates about your learning skills on your story, or you post questions on the home interface. Secondly, you have options to download. When images are posted, anybody can download those images. You yourself can edit your post. You can share your post to your friends on Facebook or WhatsApp. You can copy that URL, or you can delete the post if you feel it's necessary. Secondly, we have the questions interface. When you encounter a problem, the application basically has whereby you read books, and when you encounter problems, you go to the ask segment and you ask questions. People on the application can answer questions. After replying to the questions, there are people to vote if the question is correct or not. We have a lot of issues now whereby news go on. How do we validate this fake news? When the reply is posted, you are somebody that has a problem, somebody posted. How do you know it's right or it's wrong? We have people on the platform that can vote. Oh, yeah, this solution works. Upvote. I vote for this solution. Thirdly, while posting a question, remember, we are all from different categories. Some are going into science, some are into technology. When you post a question, you know that. How do we filter that question? Now, okay, this question is based on technology. No, this is just a news. So we have a category. When asking a question, you pick a category. And then when you look at the question, somebody just comes on the application, you can sort the questions that you see. You are just a tech guy, you need questions based on tech. You sort it, you put technology, you see questions that are based on technology, and you can help students in the community. Finally, we have the bookshelf. The bookshelf is meant for uploads of PDF files. A lecturer decided to upload files. Tell the students to go on to your Curious application, read through the files. If you have any question, post on the home. The lecturer can get through what are your fellow students commenting on the PDF file. The lecturer can be able to figure out, oh, my students don't understand the course at all. Okay, these are the areas that I have to focus on. And then we have the request interface. We have a lot of people on the application. Some want to be your friends. Okay, you have somebody that has developed applications before. and you want to link up, send him a friend request and sir, please, I want to be your friend. When your requests are accepted, you can send message to such person. You can send messages, you can chat with that person to put you through with any problem you have. Lastly, on the application, you might decide that, okay, I want to delete my whole account, or you want to set your privacy to be private. And lastly, you can log out of your account anytime you want. Right now, I'll let my friend go through the demo of the application so you see the live application. Thank you.
Okay, so this creates the layout for the create account. The moment you open the application, it will this layout to create an account. You can also log in if you're an existing user. So I'm going to start the process of creating the account. And I'll create the account for Smart Akudo University. The criteria are email and password. Smart Akudo University. Gmail.com. I'll use 12345 for the password. And I'm signing in. The moment I sign in, it's going to a profile where I create. Okay, this is our log slide screen. You can see curious questions you're curious about. And this is a create profile. I'm going to create a profile for Smart Akudo University. The moment I click on, there's an text up there. You can't see it because it's also white. The moment I click it to open my phone storage, and I can select any image. So I'm going to select the school logo. The name, University, bio, most specific University, Nigeria. Email. Then the website. MIS. And I set the profile. The moment I set the profile, it will automatically take me to my profile details. It's loading. And so choose. All right, the profile has been created. And this is my profile image. My profile details, from the profile details, you can see the edits button at the right corner. There's a pen there. If you click on it, you can edit the profile, anything. If there's any changes the university want to make to their profile. And you can also change the image, supposing the university creates a new logo or something. And there's also a button there by the left side, where you can delete privacy, change the privacy, or log out. So I'm going to take us to the home button. This is the home button where all the posts and videos of other users show here. Let's try creating a post. To create a post, you click on the red there at the left corner. Choose any file to take me to my phone storage. And I'll click on this. I'll just use OK for description. Time constraints, and I'll upload. And it has been uploaded. So we have three buttons at the bottom, the like item, the like button, the comment button, and the more option button. If I click on the more option button, it's going to show the bottom sheet where you can download these pictures, edit, share, copy URL, and edit. Then if I move to the next fragment, which is called the ask layout, this is where you can ask questions that you are interested in. And just ask what. And I'll choose the category, technology, then I submit. The question has been submitted, it's there. So if there's anyone who's knowledgeable about such questions and he doesn't want to go through all the other questions that he's not interested in, there's a button up there to filter. You filter the questions you choose on tech, select tech, and it's going to pop up tech-related questions. Apart from that, the profile image of the school, if you click on it, you can see your favorite questions, any question, like this question. What is computer? Okay. And here's the question. Let me check. One of my members just replied what the computer is. Okay. Replied to university. Yes, he has replied and it's already here. I can upload. Move to the bookshelf. This is where the school can upload, the lecturers can upload books, PDF files, and the rest for the students. I will skip on that, but here it says you can select a file, name the file, and upload it, and the students can download it. Then the next one is the request. This is where all the users on the database appear, and you can follow your lecturers, other students, learn from them, and you can also contact them, send a message, and it's going to take me to an interface where I can send a message. So I'll be communicating with my member here, Alvin. So I'll follow them. It has been created up there, so I'll send a message to him. And you reply back. I've sent a message. And he replied just instantly. I can also send pictures and I'm sending an image. It has been sent to him. There's also video call functionality. Okay, I'm going to continue with the rest. Okay, so our early adopters are schools, institutions, lecturers, and students. The way the application will generate revenue is through personalized ads, sponsored posts, and premium book sales. Our mission is to get 5 billion students registered on Curious worldwide by the end of 2023. The vision is to make Curious one of the best e-learning platforms worldwide by 2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much, software chasers, on that presentation of software named Curious, which actually allow for social networking as well as ability to enhance educational activities. As we have seen, the presentation, but not just the presentation, but also a demo, which is very important in the field of computing. We always say that a demo is worth 1,000 words. Okay, just like the general things in the picture is worth 1,000 words. A demo is worth 1,000 words. So anytime you see a demo, it's very good. We will now move to the next team, which is the UDUS social.
Good afternoon, everyone. And on the existing protocol, I am Yakubut Oisa from a 300 level student from the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. I am a data and process analyst to the team. And by my left here is Badmos Amir, a 400 level student of mechanical engineering. He is a full stack developer as well as a security administrator. And on my immediate right here is Salim Mustafa. He is our mobile app specialist. And next to him is Lovett Ujefo. She is a content writer and a front-end developer. As a data and process analyst, I took a random survey to know the functionalities that with the students, the staffs, both within and outside the university, to know the functionalities they would love to see in an indigenous social media application. And from my reports, we were able to come up with UDUS Social as a social media application. Our application is in 3 tiers. We have the front end, the back end, and the mobile version. The front end consists of content like text, images, and navigations, while the back end serves as the data warehouse where users' information are being stored in case of corrections and other management. And the mobile version grants users easy access. I would like to call on the front-end developer to give us highlights on the front end of our application. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. As rightly said, my name is Udefo Omolowe, and I'm the content writer at the front end of the company. I would like to give you a walk around on how the front end looks like. They use the different front end technology which is together and structure and present features for the web pages and also allow modification with appearances of our web pages, also for the duplication and design of the pages. And after several analysis, we don't know how ethics is where it takes like forever to go. So when our pages take about all kinds of efforts. Okay, now if you hit on the domain name, it takes you straight to the landing page, and the landing page, which is the home page, we have several navigation menus for ease of use for the user. We also have sidebar, which also have additional navigation menus. Also, there are other navigation menus still at the footer, all for the ease of use of the user. And beneath the header, we have the login page for already existing users, and beside it, we have a link for new users to register. The pictures and the colors and text used at the front end has been carefully reviewed based on the W3 consortium to make sure it does not insult individual users' personality. And one important technical factor here is that the UDUS social platform is smart enough to interact and in respect of its responsiveness to different technologies. To talk more on that, I'd like to call on the mobile app specialist.
Good afternoon. I am Salim Mustafa from the Department of ICT, Faculty of Engineering. I am the mobile app specialist for the team. Resulting from the research carried out by our data and process analysts, we have come to the conclusion that the school does not just need a chatting application. My reason because already existing platforms like WhatsApp are being misused to spread fake news, hate speech, and the rest. So we concluded to structure our own UDUS social platform in such a way that it consists of groups where specific topics are being discussed, and these groups are being monitored by an administrator by the school. So to come up with the mobile version of our app, due to research, we found out that more than 60% of people are more
comfortable accessing their social media platform via a mobile version. You can all speak for yourselves because I don't think you'll be comfortable going to Facebook's website every time you want to access it. So to come up with this version, we decided to use a modern technological practice known as Progressive Web Application, PWA. We use PWA because it's easy and fast to install. It's cross-platform, as in it's both on Android and iOS, making it easy for both users to use our platform. It's also faster, uses less space, saves cache for offline usage after recent usage. It's also production effective. So without taking much of your time, I would like to introduce our full stack developer so that you can give an overall overview of our application.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Batmos Bodri Alamir, the 400 level mechanical engineer. Sorry, we are running through a technical issue. Attending to the network, please. You can be patient with us for a few minutes. So our application, we named it UDUS Social. It is a platform for every user to interact, socialize, educate, talk about trending topics in groups, which in pre-existing groups, which we have here, and we also have a lot of features on our application, which we are going to be demonstrating to you this afternoon. And I'm very sorry, please. Sorry, please. My system disconnected from the Zoom meeting, so you won't be able to see my screen.
Put your matic. What's the name of the yes,
Thank you, everyone, for your patience. As you can see, this is the interface of our application, our web version of the application. I'll be going to the amongst the features we have. is the group chat. And in this group chat, users can decide to join any particular group and have a discussion relating to that group. And as you can see, first on the list is UDUS. It's a group where users within this platform can it's for buying and selling, where goods and services are being exchanged. We also have an acadist, where academic related topics are being discussed about. We have UDUS Tech, which is a platform for technologically driven minded, where tech related stuff are being discussed. And as well, we have religious groups such as UCC and Muslim Society and Students of Nigeria, where Islamic related topics as well. We also have a sports group where sports activities are being talked about. According to the data which was gotten from our process specialists, we find out that majority of our freshers find it difficult to navigate around the school premises and make the campus related to their registration process. So here we also created a group for them, which we called UDUS Jambitos, where Jambito. So I'll go to so you can see how this group actually works. Okay, we are on the UDUS, and as you can see, this is our profile header and our display picture. We in this, okay, as you can see, you won't see much about this group because I haven't logged in yet. So, but before that, I'll walk us through how we can create an account as a okay, sorry, because of time, I'll be using an existing account. I am logging in now. Okay, we are logged in, and from the sidebar, I don't know if you noticed, as soon as we logged in, some menus appeared. We made it like that because some people can be so mischievous. They can come on onto a platform without having an account and try to mess around. So we hid some pages or some features from them. So upon logging in as a member, from there you can see the total number of posts this group has. It's dynamic. As soon as someone comes in to post about the goods they are selling, it changes from 4 posts to 5 or whatsoever. And we have in this group we have 3 members. So a user, I've logged in as a user called Bruno. So he may decide to post anything in the group pertaining to what he's selling. As you can see, these are goods that have been posted in the group, and this is another one where users or members of this group will comment on the goods. See, a member which commando sleeves. Please, do you have color white of this product? I'm really interested. Remember, Reseller, okay. And in our group, we made sure that the user can't just come on an abusive words. As soon as you input an abusive word into the platform, automatically gets deleted. And as well, we have accounts that are meant to monitor these activities. I will rush to another feature we have, which is an instant message. We have news platform as well, where school press such as Pen Press, Gamji Press, Vanguard Press go to post verified news for students or users on this platform to read. As you can see, this is the news platform page where news will be posted. Users on this platform will read and they can react to this post, and they can also comment to this post. One of the very good feature we have on our platform is that it is multilingual. We are not only restricting this application to Cambodia alone or Nigeria alone. Anybody from anywhere in the world can come onto our platform and read and understand the content. As you can see, how we translating this page from English to Arabic. An Arabian person can come, as you can see. And again, I can change the translation. Friends, whosoever you are from anywhere in the world, you can be able to come on our platform and socialize. We also have unique number profiling, where every user on our platform has a unique identity. I'll be going to a page where you can see our user. If you are a new member and you are looking for people to interact with, you can come on this page and find friends. I will switch back to English so that we can be able to understand what we are looking at. Okay, we are back to English, and you can see this is a user, Bruno Fernandez. These are users, and from there you can see a verified badge. We also verify users on our platform because, for example, Twitter or Facebook, if you go to this platform and you search for, let's say, President Muhammad Buhari, you can see over 50 President Muhammad Buhari. But how are you going to know that, okay, this information that is disseminated by this account is actually verified? I adapt it for readability sake. Not everybody that. Okay. Not everybody that has the app seen white screen. So as you can see, we have a that switch, and as soon as I toggle this, it changes from. We are actually working on. We are working on a video conferencing part of this application, and we are 30% done. And if we are lucky to choose it to our application. We also have the mobile version of this application, but due to time, thank you very much.
Thank you for those social this presentation, viewers, and we have seen that they have developed a system that they demonstrated here. The system is having a number of different components supporting different activities, ranging from buying and selling to information seeking, and they did not even forget the new commerce into the universities, that's the UDUS, as they call them. Thank you on that. The last but not the least of the presenters is the team called the problem solver. The problem solver.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Qadir Abdullahi. My name is Abdul Qadir Abdullahi. I am from Computer Science Department. I am a certified web application developer, a multi-platform mobile app developer by Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. I'm also a certified professional information technology sports specialist by Google. Also a certified pro WordPress developer by Template Monster. Also a certified React and Angular developer by Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. I'm also a certified network security specialist by International Cybersecurity Institute, and receiver of the award for the most creative student in of computer science. Today, I am representing my team, the problem solver team. I am alone in the team, as some people say, it's a woman team. Yeah, I can work alone and all my ideas. So today, I'm presenting Social Plus. Social Plus is not my best project in this university. It's not the second, not the third or fourth. And I developed student reports and for university students to be used free. I developed a Watch UGPA mobile app that helps students, especially UG2 students, to calculate their CGPA very easily. I also developed an MPC number-based conversion program that have been in solving number-based problems, including complex numbers. I also developed a bits number-based program, a bits that help in data transfer calculations. I also developed an Android-based course model system for GST ICT course of models. And I also developed a mock CBT website. Yeah. Okay. Because of time, I will demonstrate the question. Social Plus, according to experiencing months, 98% of students, university students, are using social media. And those social medias of today, if they support education, it is in a negligible way. And there are so many fake news about the campus and about university activities separating out within those social medias. So what if there is a social media application that we can socialize, we can chat, we can send each other friend requests, and we can be able to have a group chat, a group for discussion. We can use all those emojis that are in other social media application. We can make a live video call, and at the same time, within that social media, we can be able to have an e-library where we can access documents sent by the school management. And within the same social media, we can be able to have a course write-offs sent by the lecturers registered within the system, and we can be able to do quizzes inside the system. What if within the social media application, we can be able to have access to the school management dashboard in real time? So whatever the general school management want to send to student, we can be able to see it within the social media application. Okay. Yeah, what if within the social media application, we can be able to snap a suspected fake news within the campus or suspected fake news directly from other social media and sent to the school management. So school management can respond directly within the, can respond directly to the dashboard within the social media application. So this is the motivation and the idea behind the development of Social Plus. The social part of the application means that it's a social media application. And the plus part means, apart from it being social media, it also contains education, sport tools, and other ways of mitigating the spread of fake news in the campus. So I'm logging now as a user, an existing user. Because of time, I don't need to create a new user. So I will just log in. This is the homepage of the application, and we can start to see a notice, a sample notice from the school management. That is the one that is rolling a spinner this way at the homepage of the application. And these are the students we can connect to. Here you can see all the students that are registered with the system, and you can search student based on his department, his admission number, and then his course of study. We can be able to open student. For instance, I can be able to open this student profile, and I can be able to view his profile this way. He's in computer science department, mathematics, and all that. I can be able to send in a friend request. He can decline the request. He can accept the request if he wish to. So in the case of demonstration and because of time, I log in as an existing user. I will first demonstrate the live video call of the application and the live chat, and then move on to the e-learning part of the application. And then the strategies are used in order that the university can be able to mitigate the spread of fake news in the campus. So I go directly to the private message part of the application. So I will use my mobile phone to access the same application because the application is hosted online. So I can demonstrate the live video call. Here is a previous chat I did with this account, and I can be able to even start saying maybe salam to him. I can use like the way other social media are. I can use this way. Here are the emojis. I can send him salam, and after that, I will send in a live video call. I'm accepting the call. The video camera of this computer I'm demonstrating with is disabled. Okay. But previously, I demonstrated the live video call of the application, and it seems to work perfectly. So I will go ahead and demonstrate the other part of the application. Here is the student room where every student can be able to discuss with each other. And whatever you send, this is a public room. Whatever you send in this, school management can be able to trace it. Maybe if it's a fake news or if it's something bad about the university. We have the e-notice report. And this is where when the school management sends the notice, we can be able to all see it in real time. We have the e-library within the system. We also have course write-offs, where the lecturers in the system, where the lecturers registered by the school university can be able to contribute in the system to add write-offs, to add books and others. I can be able to open this as a small course write-off of the application. I assume this to be sent by a lecturer for demonstration. Also take a quiz here about this module. I can take quiz. Just like a module of the course, and any lecturer registered with the system can be able to add his own modules. I can check my quiz progress here. You can see 77% in obstacle to use of ICT in Nigeria. We also have a teach user. I will demonstrate the way the strategies are used in mitigating the separate of fake news in the campus. For user interfaces, you can be able to use that thing if you wish, and have the light team. Okay, we have power team. And now I'm going to demonstrate the way the strategy is used in mitigating the spread of fake news in the campus. So here is a school dashboard. I'm going to log in as an admin. So this is the school management dashboard, where lecturers can add courses, e-libraries, notice, and everything. We have the student management. We have the reported fake news by the students. So I will be sending a specific fake news now for demonstration using my mobile application. Here is the dashboard that the school management can be able to see if a suspected fake news is sent to them, so that they can be able to take action quickly and by responding through the notice board. I will just use any image that I think are just a suspected fake news. For instance, I'm sending this to school management. It will appear. Because of the network. You can see without even reloading the page, the notes just appear. That is what I sent through my mobile application. I send it as a suspected fake news to school management so they can take action. And the school management can be able to view my full details, as I am the one who sent this as a fake news. As I am the one who is reporting the fake news. These are the full details of the fake news, the sender, the fake news itself, and then the details of the sender. Because of time, my time is up, so I will stop here. Thank you very much. Problem solver on this wonderful presentation. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, with this we have come to the end of the presentations by the contestants. And at this point, the panel of judges is now ready to announce the positions of these contestants. As earlier pointed out by the chairman of the occasion, everyone that have participated in this competition is actually a winner. And the university, in its generosity, recognized every participant of this competition. Okay, so the three that are presented today will form the first, the second, as well as the third positions
in the competition, and they will take home generous prizes from the university, as well as the support for them to develop their applications further, as earlier pointed out in the message of the Vice Chancellor. Okay, Mr. Chairman, sir, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I will announce the winner of this competition, and it's the team, the problem solver. The problem solver is the winner of this competition, having considered many aspects of the judging criteria, ranging from the innovation, the flexibility of the application, the scalability of the application, the features. The application is actually up and running online at the moment. You can use the URL, you can go there, and you can work with it at the moment yourself. So the problem solver, congratulations. You are the first position this competition. The second position goes to the software chasers. Finally, the third position goes to the UDUS Social. Congratulations to all the three of the teams. On behalf of the panel of judges, we thank the management for giving us the opportunity to serve in this position. Prizes, as I have mentioned, will be presented to the winners one after the other.
Also, item participants, students. We are gradually coming to the end of this. And now, winners of this competition will be presented with prizes and certificates.
Mr. Chairman, sir, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I will invite the members of the high table to present the prizes to the winners of this competition. And we will begin with the third position, which is the UDUS Social. The prize of 50,000 naira is going to be presented to this team. In addition, the flag and the certificates of participation. I will call the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Research, Innovation and Development, Professor Yusuf, to kindly present the Generous Award to the third position. The UDUS Social. As we can see, this is a team of 4, which is also gender balanced. And the beauty of computing is that it's not just people in computer science or science related fields that can develop computing applications, but also anyone, as you can see in the formations of these team members. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Chief Judge. On behalf of the university, I wish to present to you these certificates and also enjoin you to keep up the good work. This is just a starting. See, this country needs our young men and women. We cannot go anywhere without them. And this is the only way to go. Nobody will come from elsewhere to solve our problems for us, but we have to find a way of solving our problems by ourselves. If we don't, we will all perish. So on behalf of the university, I present to you the certificate for the third position. The first one goes to, you have the certificate for each of you. I think a cash award and a plaque. The first one is to Badmos for Doreen Alamir. Then Ojeofo Omonove and Yakubu. Congratulations. This is the cash award. Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation, and Development. I will now call on the second position, the software chasers, to come forward for their awards. Cash prize of 75,000 naira is due to them, and the certificates of recognition and a plaque. I will call on the Director General, Information and Communication Technology, Sokoto State, Councilor Dr. Nasir Abubakar Gania, kindly come forward to present this generous award for the second position.
Congratulations to you, gentlemen. Why there's no gender balance here? On behalf of the university community, privileged to present this second position to your teams, Team Software Achievers for Smart and University. And I urge you to ensure that this application is upgraded. I'm happy that you were able to come up this far. Having some competition is not bad. I urge you to intend to ensure you receive. Congratulations. I will hand each Mudathir Muhammad.
Look at any. Just right, you know.
price 75,000 cash. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Director General, Information and Communications Technology, Sokoto State. I'm sure the winners will possibly treat themselves in a wonderful lunch this afternoon without general cash prize. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, at this junction, I will invite the first position and also the winner. Problem solver. Come forward for a generous cash prize of 100,000 naira plus certificate of recognition and flag. I will invite the Director General, National Information Technology Development Agency, heavily represented here by Dr. Babangida Abdullah, to come forward and kindly present this General's Award, General's Prize to the winner of this competition.
So, which one is your first name? I don't know. Because we share common son and team as well as my teacher. However, common and satisfied. Congratulations. All the participants. I believe the token issued by the university, you guys, is to show appreciation and also say thank you for coming out to present your ideas. And before I hand it over this award, I'd like to say 2-3 words of advice. And which is, we should stop being one man army. Collaborate, you should partner. That's where the world. Your work, your project, and such. So try and mentor those. Bill Gates doesn't work enough. Steve Jobs doesn't work enough. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't work enough. We all have partners. You want to go far? You can go far. You want to go to the topmost level. You need all the assistance. Because no one knows partner your weaknesses as well. Congratulations.
Me too. Now we can start the partnership. We don't want to. Hard work pays certified.
Thank you very much, the representative of the Director General, National Information Technology Development Agency. For that. The winners are still lucky. They have an additional cash prize from Umar Kabir and Anidi, whom I can identify as an alumnus of this university. He has generously awarded 10,000 to the first position, 7,000 to the second position, 4,000 to the third. Mr. Chairman, sir, and ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we will quickly call on other participants to come forward and collect their certificates of achievement, certificates of recognitions to be presented by the Director of Management Information Systems, Elijah Ahmed Isa Jabir. Kindly come forward to present the certificates to these participants. The first one is Muhammad Indako. Come forward to collect your from Team Vanguard. Team Vanguard. Abubakar Zubair from Team Vanguard. Abubakar Zubair. For those that are little kindly, there is an important announcement coming up. So it's important you stay for that announcement, that very important announcement coming up. Thank you. The next is Musa Salamatu. Kindly come forward for your certificate. Next is Ibrahim Abdul Rashid from Team Vanguard. The next is Abdul Hamid Haruna Jada from Team Arewa Space. Abdul Rahman Abubakar from Team Arewa Space. Mukarram Abdul Karim, Team Cool. Shimi Silvanus, Team Developers Cloud. Hassan Muhammad Magaji, Team Hashmoni. Ahmad Yusuf, Team Swan. Abubakar Abdul Karim, Abdul Rahim from Team Apex. Osman Hamidubawa from Team Hubawi. Habib Abdullahi from Team Apex. Ismail Abdul Baqi from Team Sweetech. Ismail Abubakar from Team Taye. Abubakar Lawa from Team Abagasoft. Awal Jabir from Team AJ. Moses Ango from Team Hashmoney. Okay, thank you very much, Director Emias.
Okay. Our next item is a thank you message by winner of the first position on behalf of all participants. Winner of the first position should come forward and deliver a thank you message on behalf of the participants.
I would like to first thank the PG representative for such a wonderful advice to have a team. Thank you very much, sir. And we appreciate the effort of school management for this initiative. And through this initiative, we have learned a lot. And it encourages us to open our eyes more to problems that can be solved with technologies and software development. The overall experience gathered through this process is a worthwhile experience. And we are very grateful for this initiative. Thank you very much, school management and press members and all that contribute in one way or the other in this event. We are very grateful for this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Our second to the last item is vote of thanks by Director MIS Smartapodi University Sokoto, Dr. Ahmed Jabi. Director, sir.
The chairman of this occasion, the Director General IDA, represented by Babangida Abdullahi, Director, Center for Robotics and Machine Learning, the Vice Chancellor, Usman Kampodi University Sokoto, Professor Rosemont Chris, represented by the EDC, Research Development and Innovation, and the Director General of ICT, also Chairman, permit me to stand on all other existing and established protocols. Before I deliver the vote of thanks, I want to make three very important announcements. The first one has to do with what we have experienced, the success of the IT compete that we have just witnessed. I have the mandate of the university management to inform you that we'll do everything we can to make sure that this is an annual event so that talents can be slots. The second announcement has to do with speeches, the speech delivered by the director leader, where he mentioned so many initiatives that leader is coming up with in terms of entrepreneurship, innovations, and other areas. We should assure the leading leader that the Stanford University community that you see here will do everything we can be key into what you have just presented. So be ready for us to come, and we hope that when we come, will be received with open hands. And the DG ICT also, highlighted so many challenging areas in terms of ICT that the community will have to come together and see how we explore all these areas. Most of the presentations made were on social media platforms alone, but he has opened our eyes to so many other challenging areas. And I assure you, we are going to work tirelessly together with the students that you see here to explore those areas. And we're also coming to you to see how the university community will partner with the state government to see how these things can be actualized. Because it is not only about students that are currently in the university, there are a lot of them that have graduated, that are jobless, that are really looking for this kind of opportunities to really make a better living. And the third announcement is to inform you that the university authority is working on a funding proposal. The Central Bank of Nigeria was about 150 million naira to be able to establish startup ICT incubation and acceleration program under the Entrepreneurship Center of Usman Danfodio University. The whole essence of the startup ICT incubation and acceleration program is to identify, recruit, and mentor people like you that have very good innovative ideas, so that can now mentor you, develop your capacity, so that by the time you now graduate, you will not only earn money, which you have already started now, but you will also be able to create jobs that will employ other people. So even if that grant, 150 million, is not forthcoming, we will get back to the Vice Chancellor and beg him to fund the possibility of really establishing this semi-entrepreneurship development programs, so that many of you that have ideas and those that have not even shown themselves will now have a platform where you can actualize your dreams value in the university. And for those that have already graduated, that is where the accelerator component will come in. We'll try also to identify them, include them, and bring them on board, so that we can be able to nurture them, so that they can go back and improve what they are doing. Now, having said this, I move on now to my vote of thanks. I start by thanking God Almighty for making it possible for us to all gather here and have a wonderful day. We thank God for that. Secondly, let me thank the Vice Chancellor of Usman Danfodio University, Professor Suleiman Bilbis, for this wonderful initiative. The initiative has been welcomed and is accepted, and we are willing to really do everything we can to see that his dreams in this area are fully actualized. The Vice Chancellor has our gratitude for this. I then thank the DG leader, who, despite all the numerous schedules that he has, was able to come and attend this maiden competition. The DG has said so many things, and we assure him that we will really come and key into what they are doing. I also wish to thank the Director General of the ICT, also Sokoto State Government, for also honoring our invitation. He is, of course, one of us. He has demonstrated that he is one of us, and I'm sure he will be available and ready to accept us anytime we can call him. Then let me also, on behalf of the organizing committee, thank the university management, and specifically the Deputy Vice Chancellor Research, Development and Innovation, for really anchoring this laudable competition. We believe that this should just be the beginning of what they will do for us. Many, many more will come. The organizing committee also needs to be thanked for their tireless efforts. A lot depended on them. They have also demonstrated the capacity to organize this kind of competition. That is why we'll do everything we can to see that this committee continues, but more and more of their ideas can be tapped. The participants also need to be thanked for really doing the best they can to be part of it. Everybody is the winner, whether you got a prize or not. What we are trying to do will also open additional opportunities. Just tighten your belts and do your best and make sure that you succeed. On behalf of the organizing committee again, I wish to sincerely thank everybody here and pray that God will reward you abundantly and take you back to your destinations safely. And for those of us who will be writing exams, I wish you the best of luck. Assalamu alaikum.
There is an announcement for the participants, the judges, and the now is group photograph after this event outside. Thank you very much.
Members of the high table, participants, invited guests, students. This is where we come to the end of this occasion. We thank you so much for your patience. We thank you for attending this competition, and we hope to see another of its kind next time when it is organized by this wonderful university. Inshallah. At this juncture, I would like to call for closing prayer from Director, School of Laboratory Technology, Professor Delatu. Professor Delatu, please kindly give us a closing prayer. Next time.
ومن رواتنا وقت هوائجنا بوجه نبيك مصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم. May Allah continue to empower Vice Chancellor, the university management, and all of us that are here. ICT area is an area that the sky is starting, not even the limit. Once that area is targeted and exploited, nobody knows the sky, the limit of what we are witnessing. You can see children that just from secondary school enter the university 2 years, 3 years, see how they were transformed by ICT. If they were supported and helped, Allah, only Allah knows their limits. May Allah continue to guide all of us and empower us in this capacity building.
Thank you very much.